Q5826. Propane is preferred over butane for fuel and hot air balloons because A. It has a higher boiling point. B. It has a lower boiling point. C. Butane is very explosive under pressure. The correct answer is B. Propane is favored over butane and other hydrocarbons in balloon design because it has a lower boiling point. Propane, 44 degrees F, butane 32 degrees Fahrenheit, and, consequently, a substantially higher vapor pressure for a given temperature. 5827. On a balloon equipped with a blast valve, the blast valve is used for A. Climbs only. B. Emergencies only. C. Control of altitude. The correct answer is C. On a balloon equipped with a blast valve, the blast valve is used for control of altitude. A blast valve is a device found in some hot air balloons that allows the pilot to release hot air from the envelope, thus reducing the buoyancy and allowing the balloon to descend. By opening the blast valve, the pilot can control the rate of descent and maintain the desired altitude. 5828. It may be possible to make changes in the direction of flight in a hot air balloon by A. Using the maneuvering vent. B. Operating at different flight altitudes. C. Flying a constant atmospheric pressure gradient. The correct answer is B. In a hot air balloon, it may be possible to make changes in the direction of flight by operating at different flight altitudes. Hot air balloons rely on wind currents at different altitudes to change their direction of flight. By ascending or descending to different atmospheric layers, the balloon can encounter winds blowing in different directions or at different speeds. This allows the pilot to navigate the balloon by selecting the desired altitude where the wind will carry the balloon in the desired direction. 5829. Regarding lift as developed by a hot air balloon, which is true? A. The higher the temperature of the ambient air, the greater the lift for any given envelope temperature. B. The greater the difference between the temperature of the ambient air and the envelope air, the greater the lift. C. The smaller the difference between the temperature of the ambient air and the envelope air, the greater the lift. The correct answer is B. Regarding lift as developed by a hot air balloon, the statement that is true is that the greater the difference between the temperature of the ambient air and the envelope air, the greater the lift. Hot air balloons operate on the principle of buoyancy, where the difference in air density creates lift. The envelope of a hot air balloon is filled with hot air, which is less dense than the surrounding ambient air. As a result, the balloon experiences an upward force that provides lift. To generate lift, the temperature of the air inside the envelope must be significantly higher than the temperature of the ambient air. The greater the temperature differences between the hot air inside the envelope and the cooler ambient air outside, the greater the buoyant force and lift generated by the balloon. 5830. What causes false lift which sometimes occurs during launch procedures? A. Closing the maneuvering vent too rapidly. B. Excessive temperature within the envelope. C. Venturi effect of the wind on the envelope. The correct answer is C. False lift, which sometimes occurs during launch procedures, is caused by the Venturi effect of the wind on the envelope. The Venturi effect refers to the phenomenon where the speed of a fluid, in this case, the wind, increases as it flows through a constricted space, such as between the envelope and the ground during launch. When the wind passes over the envelope, it creates an area of lower pressure on the upper surface of the envelope. This pressure differential can lead to a lifting force, creating the illusion of lift even though the balloon is still on the ground.